business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist.
I'm Aaron Goldstein from Goldstein Digital. Our first guest today is Gary Boyles, an actor.
An actor! Hey, Gary.
An actor. Hi, Chris.
That's not all you do.
It's all I do that's any fun.
Community theater.
Yes.
What is the difference between sitting on a couch at home and watching 500 channels versus getting up, going out, and sitting with actual living, breathing human beings and watching somebody maybe 15 feet from you performing?
Well, sitting on your couch, you can play it anytime you want. 2 o'clock in the morning eating Cheetos. Live theater has an amazing ability to take you to wherever the actors are if they're good enough. Our play takes place in Themyscira, which is how it's really pronounced, not like the movie did it.
So this is a show coming up.
Yes. The Rape of the Belt.
The Rape of the Belt.
The Rape of the Belt.
December 8th, 9th, 10th?
December 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Arbor Theater on Jackman Avenue, 858 Jackman, just east of 10th Street West. The Rape of the Belt tells the story of the ninth labor of Heracles, which is how you really say his name. The Romans ruined it, called him Hercules. It was written in 1957 by a man named Ben Levy, who was also a member of the British Parliament. And when the play first opened in 1957 at the Piccadilly Theatre in London, it featured a very young pre-Jurassic Park, pre-knighthood Richard Attenborough as Theseus.
Wow. That goes back. And it's written in a Shakespeare style. No.
A little bit. There's a little bit of pentameter in there. Levy took some liberties with the story of Heracles in that he used lesser known names for the Queen of the Amazons, calls her Antiope, and I'm not quite sure what it is in the actual story. And they are not the Amazons he has been led to believe they're going to be.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But there is some connections with today and the different social aspects of the play, is that you have two cultures who know nothing about each other than the rumors.
Oh, boy.
And what Heracles knows about the Amazons is what he's heard from the stories and seen in the pictures of the day, which were, hieroglyphs or lithographs or whatever. And when he gets there, he's in for a pleasant surprise.
Wow. Pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly surprised, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is not unlike today.
No, it is not. With the confusion and no one understanding each other.
Yeah. And you've done quite a bit of theater here in the Antelope Valley.
I've done quite a bit, yeah. Since I moved back from Vermont 5 years ago, I've done probably 7 or 8 shows. This is the 4th production with the Avion Shakespeare Company, which was founded by Glennis Fuller 4 years ago. And we tackled a couple of Shakespeare plays, 12th Night, Merchant of Venice, which I coincidentally am wearing the T-shirt
You got the shirt.
It was an accident, I swear.
And it just happens to fit perfectly.
It just fits perfectly, yes. Acting is a marvelous thing. It's pretending to be someone else goes a long way to help me be me.
Gotcha.
And stay sane.
Yeah. So your role in this current production is?
I am Zeus. I'm the god of everything.
But that's not a line from the show.
It is not a line from the show.
But you like that line.
I like the line, yes. Several weeks ago, I was riding with my mom, and she asked me if I had any plays coming up. And I said, nothing definite, a couple of auditions. Christmas Carol, which is a great story. In fact, Cedar Street's doing it this week, or I think this weekend. But I've done it 6 or 7 times. And I said, no, Mom, I've done it 6 or 7 times. I want to do something different. And Glennis is doing this play about Heracles. And looking at the cast list, the only person I can really play, because I'm getting old now, Chris.
Oh.
You see all the gray hair.
I see a little gray hair on your face.
Quite a bit there. Is Zeus. And Mom says, what, you don't like Zeus? And I says, really, Mom, do I look at the God of all creation to you? And I edited the line
Somebody's
into,
got to do it.
I'm the God of everything. And You're right, Chris. Somebody has to do it.
Yeah, somebody's got to be God. It's your turn. Your turn in the barrel, so to speak.
Yes, Olivier, Neeson, Boyles.
Let's talk a bit about local theater. There are a lot of theater groups in the Antelope Valley.
There are. There's Palmdale Playhouse, which I was in Oliver with them recently, and prior to that, The Odd Couple. Cedar Street, which has been going on for years and does great stuff. Avion Shakespeare, which we're relatively new, but we're getting there, and as evidenced by this play, we like to branch out and do other things as well.
And do actors and actresses go between the different groups?
Yes, with some regularity. A couple of people in this show were in Oliver. A couple others I was in The Odd Couple with. Courtney Unander, who plays Queen Anne Type, he was in The Odd Couple. And she was in last year's Addams Family. If you saw that, that was her.
That's live. You got to be there. You got to see it.
Got to do it all. And this show, there's some people I never worked with before, and most of them I have in one way or another. And it's a good cast, good strong cast.
Some people just enjoy living in the Antelope Valley and doing local theater. Some, I'm sure, aspire to go over the hill and get into the real world of theater.
That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful.
Well, it happens.
On occasion. A lot of my friends say, why don't you do, like, movies? Well, that'd be great and fun and everything, but it's not the same. It's not the
you
same.
want to perform live.
I've done a few movies. There's a lot of downtime, unless you're one of the stars.
Yeah.
And I'm not. But live theater is more rewarding for me.
Yeah.
At this point.
So you're right where you want to be.
Sort of, kind of.
We were talking a little bit about Daisy's costumes. She's been outfitting productions for 31 years here in the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, the first show that Daisy's costumes fitted me for was Noises Off. Actually, I spoke with her at Noises Off. Donna Reed costumed me, but Daisy helped me out. That was 1988.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a while.
You know, and she has her seasons besides the shows. They have Halloween and Christmas. I don't know how many Santa Claus suits they have. I'm guessing 100.
I never counted. When I go in there, I'm looking for a specific thing.
Right.
And she always has it.
She has it or she's
And if she doesn't, she makes it for me.
Yeah, or come back tomorrow so she can find it.
Yeah. I'll put George on it, love. Come back tomorrow.
What a neat part of the community George and April are.
Both of them, yeah. They are a treasure of this entire valley.
And they're old theater people themselves.
They are.
Long time.
In fact, George, I did Avion Shakespeare did 12th Night a few years ago, and George was in it.
Yeah.
At the beginning, he had 3 or 4 lines. He did his 3 or 4 lines, and he left.
And he left. That's kind of like...
But he did them well.
Oh, yeah. He's got that authentic English accent.
Well, April does.
Yeah. I think they brought it with them when they came.
George throws them in now and then.
How do those two meet? Do you know?
I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't know. George was Air Force, I believe. And that had something to do with how they met.
Well, if you've never been to Daisy's Costumes, they're on 10th Street, just a little bit south of Avenue I, in Arbor Court, or next to Arbor Court.
They're right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Go by anytime and check it out. It's really something. It's a local company. When I was in there getting costumes for the parade this week, there was a young lady from Burbank, and it costs money to rent a costume.
Plus and drive up here, yeah.
And a cash deposit, but not at Daisy's Costumes.
No.
$45 out the door. Bring it back when you're done.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Makes it very affordable.
Yeah.
Were you in theater when you were in school, high school?
No. I did a little bit on the side, and then I took a lot of years off and raised children. And then when they got old enough, like middle school, I started doing it again back in Vermont. I lived in Vermont for a number of years
I know.
and did a lot of theater back there and got all excited again. And when I got back here in 2012, Pink Panther popped up, and I ended up cast as Clouseau. And
Yeah.
it's been a fabulous ride ever since. And so The Rape of the Belt opens next Friday, the 8th, at Arbor Theater. New management, relatively new, ACAVEC, which I always mess up what that stands for.
Oh, the acronym, yeah.
But
Acavec.com.
Arbor Court, Antelope Valley Entertainment Center, I think something like that. But run by Damien and Destiny Dwyer. Great stuff. And this is a fun, witty play. Pre-teens and up. I wouldn't bring younger children than that because some of the stuff they just won't get or care. But it's a funny, witty play. And as I said, I'm the god of everything, and I can throw thunderbolts at you if you don't show up.
I know you love that line.
I'm going to put it in there somehow.
Can they get tickets ahead, or do they show up at the door? I don't want it to be sold out and they walk in.
Acavec.com should be able to pre-buy tickets, yes.
That's Zeus, Gary Boyles. Hey, thank you for being on the show, Gary.
Thank you, Chris.
You bet.